This is a story about genius. This is a story about Leonardo da Vinci. Dive into the world full of knowledge with us and discover everything you've been searching for. Leonardo da Vinci. The name behind which is the author of the most famous works of art in the world. Renowned primarily for his masterpieces, Da Vinci was much more than an ordinary painter. His curiosity did not allow him to dwell on just one thing, and so he explored many fields of art and science. He was engaged in painting, sculpture, anatomy, biology, geology, mathematics, physics, mechanics, hydraulics, and engineering. In his research, he often went to extremes. He dissected human bodies, observed animals, studied water, plants and rocks, constructed weapons, machines and various vehicles, which greatly helped him to understand the areas of interest. He was particularly interested in optics and human smile. For decades, he dissected the human eye and facial muscles to gain as much knowledge as possible of them, which he applied to Mona Lisa and her mysterious smile. Da Vinci never delivered it to the customer, but for the rest of his life he carried it with him and refined it. In it, he displayed all his keen knowledge of almost every field of science and art, which eventually led to the creation of the greatest masterpiece in art history. He is also the author of The Last Supper, Musician and Salvator Mundi. All of these paintings carry a story of their own, but they show us the colorful, invaluable skill of Leonard. However, Leonardo differed significantly from other people, which made it difficult for him to adapt to new people and new surroundings. He was homosexual, disrespectful of arrangements, running away from commitments, and often avoiding people he disliked. But despite these breaks, Leonardo was well ahead of his time and people of the time, primarily because of his curiosity. Many say, a genius, an alien, a superhuman, but Leonardo was none of that. He was just an ordinary man who put a lot of effort and time into his work. We can examine the scope and content of his work based on the 7,200 notes left behind. His work was respected among the rulers of Europe at the time, and so at the end of his life, he was invited by French King François I to come to his court in France, which he accepted. François described him as the smartest and most famous man he knows. Leonardo died at the age of 67 in 1519 at his estate in France, on the hands of the French king. Leonardo became the ideal of the Renaissance man after his death. Leonardo is a great inspiration for all people. He showed that hard work and time we dove into it is crucial for great things. Many people, not only artists, physicians, scientists, engineers, but many others, looked up to his life, much less educated but curious and creative people. Does this great man inspire you?